What's up, guys? So Sebastian here. Welcome back to another video. Today we are back here again for another GeoGuessr related video, and today is a big day for GeoGuessr. So earlier today, at the time of recording, we just got a brand new country on GeoGuessr using Gen 4 Small Cam as well as Gen 4 Tracker, I believe. But regardless, it's brand new country with entirely Gen 4, and it is the country of Georgia. So this got leaked, I want to say like about a year and a half ago. I think it was confirmed by the Georgian government in about March of 2025, if I remember correctly. And then they started filming in late 2025 throughout like summer and fall, winter of 2025. And now in summer of 2026, it has been finally released to the public. So, obviously, Georgia, as I said, first country in the Caucasus to have coverage. Azerbaijan and Armenia, both of these countries do not have any Google Street View coverage. Neither does most of the Middle East here, for that matter. So Georgia is definitely making a breakthrough in places with Street View in this region. Definitely Western Asia here, and Northern Africa, not much coverage. Anyways, the lines haven't fully loaded up on the map making software yet, but I believe if you click a road here, you could still view coverage. This is unofficial right here, November 2025. So here's a little snippet of what the coverage looks like. This is a fully blurred truck here, utilizing the Gen 4 tracker here. That's what it looks like right here where I'm hovering over. No, Gen 4 tracker and small cam. No, okay, my bad. This is a small cam. That's what I meant to say. And then Gen 4 tracker is used on different coverage in the country. So yeah, we have multiple different types of coverage. This one is small cam, mounted on what seems to be a pickup truck, but still it is using small cam. And this is in rural Georgia. Was filmed in November 2025, and it's not even that far outside of the capital of Tbilisi. So yeah, that's that. I have 4 locations here. Before I show that, here's the virtual streets announcement. After filming, as I said, first country in the Caucasus. They have Tbilisi fully covered, as well as mountains areas in like the north up here. I don't know if South Ossetia here and what is it called, like Abkhazia, I think. I think it's all like Abkhazia. Yeah, Abkhazia. Yeah, Abkhazia. And then the mountainous regions here is whatever this province is, however you call that. And then yeah, stay tuned for update for the release of full report once more stuff comes. Here are some pictures here. This is in the capital here. It does use like Soviet style signs, architecture. I'll get into that more later. Beautiful mountainous thing that's around this park where my cursor is on the left side of the screen, somewhere near here, maybe even this road. And then the third picture is just where the coverage is. I guess blue means like more dense and red means like less dense. And no coverage appears to be in South Ossetia or Abkhazia, which makes sense because of political reasons here. They're technically part of Georgia, but they're heavily disputed politically and whatnot. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and hop into full screen here, and let's check out the other locations here. So this is the first location here I have in Tbilisi. It does use a black pickup truck with Gen 4 tracker. So as I said, we have a mix of tracker and small cam here. But anyways, yeah, you got the Soviet communist bloc style apartments here. That's a gas station brand I haven't seen before. But yeah, again, it does look like a lot of Western Russia cities, like Sochi along the coast here and whatnot, as to be expected. But yeah, again, it was formerly part of the Soviet Union, so it is going to look a lot like the Soviet Union. The only thing that differs in Georgia is the language is very unique. The language looks like I would compare it to like Telugu maybe in India, like something like that. It's very distinct. It doesn't use Cyrillic script. It doesn't use the Latin script. It uses its own script that's only used in Georgian. And yeah, it kind of just looks like this. As I said, it looks like a South Indic language, but it is Georgian. So if you know you're in like an ex-Soviet country and you see that language, immediately guess Georgia. Again, a Soviet-inspired speed limit sign there. Um, yeah, these wide roads with just the communist apartment blocks just screams Georgia here. And then you got a truck from another country. That's always to be expected in Europe. But yeah, black pickup truck here with an antenna using the Gen 4 Trekker, which is like the backpack mounted onto the back of the car. We got a delivery guy here wearing some nice gloves. All right. But yeah, that's that. Second location here. This is in where is this? Kutaisi? Different city. It's not the capital. They have McDonald's in Georgia. That's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah. The second car that's used is this black car here. You could see a bit of the mirrors and an antenna. So yeah, this is using the Trekker as well. So we have the first car with where you could see like the brake light and the antenna here, and this one has an antenna on the top rather than like on the side. This is like similar to what you would see in like American Samoa or something like that. Here again, you got the Soviet-inspired traffic lights here, crossing sign with 3 stripes. This one is a what you call it, like a German or other European sign. So I guess you got a mix of both here. But yeah, you got the black and white painted curbs. This is like the most Soviet apartment looking building ever. So yeah, Georgia does look like Kazakhstan, Russia, Mongolia. They all look very similar as they were the same country just 30 years ago, or maybe 40, depends. Between 30 and 40 years ago. Anyways, yeah. So that's the second variation of the car, which is the main point I was trying to make. Another location using that same variation of car here. This is in Batumi, which is on the coast, right? Excuse me. Yeah, it's on the coast by the Turkish border here. Very nice city here. You got a cobblestone road, mountains in the background here, and yeah, this is using the same variation of car as the previous round. And then obviously we got Georgian language here. GE is the top level domain for Georgia. So yeah, very very nice here. Nice modern buildings here along the coast to see. And then last location here, this is kind of like a rural location here. Again, does look like similar parts of Russia in the region here. And this is the same car. I think it's slightly darker. No, it's just cleaner probably is what it is. But anyways, this uses Gen 4 Trekker, just like the previous things. And this is, where is this? Is this Turkey, right? So yeah, we're near the Turkish border, somewhere like western Georgia, I guess. Yeah, this was filmed in April 2025, so they started like very shortly after they confirmed it. And yeah, you got the Highway 58 here, with Georgian language and English as well, so they do use bilingual signs. All of the ex-Soviet countries like Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Georgia use bilingual signs, except Russia only has it in their local language. But yeah, pretty nice rural Georgian location here. Nice mountains. We're in like a valley here. We got the standard black and white painted stuff. Slightly different sign font than like the typical Soviet font like that's used in Russia or Lithuania. So that's one thing that we'll have to learn here. 24/7 speed control. And you got the Soviet car behind us. So yeah, definitely a lot of remnants of the Soviet Union. But yeah, with that being said, Georgia, very very cool to see now on GeoGuessr. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and hop over to the game of GeoGuessr and see if there's a map where I could play Georgia. It just came out like less than 12 hours ago, but I'll see if there's a decent map that I could play to see like my first thoughts on how I do in Georgia. Alright, found this map, AI Gen Georgia. Today is the 16th of June, so this probably is right. 100,000 locks, AI generated Georgia, the country Georgia. Yeah, we're definitely in Georgia. Oh wow, this is using the small cam with the blur. I would not think this is Georgia if I didn't have the opportunity to move around. What would I guess for this? I don't even know, honestly. Maybe like Bulgaria, Greece, something like that. But we obviously know we're in Georgia because it's a Georgia only map. But yeah, definitely gonna have to learn a lot of rural Georgia stuff. You can see a bit of the language on that guard over there. I'll go like up here maybe, see what it is. Alright, so it was like slightly in the west. There are mountains here in western Georgia between like the E60 and the Turkish border. Alright. Oh wow, this location is like fully blurred out the car. It's a small cam, fully blurred out. That's very cool. Yeah, we're not gonna always be relying on car meta for Georgia. We got the Soviet chevrons and sign here. Can't move that way. Maybe we're near a border. Wow, very nice country here. Do like to see, and you guys are very happy that we got another country. They tend to release a lot of countries like throughout the summer, so hopefully we get more. I don't know what else we're expecting. Like new countries, I don't know what else we're expecting right now. I know we're supposed to get DR and Guatemala. I've said that in like the past couple of videos, but those already have Gen 3. We're just supposed to get Gen 4. Caribbean islands and Pacific islands would be cool to get, but I don't know what's been like confirmed that we still haven't gotten, because we've gotten like a lot of stuff. Paraguay, Namibia, Oman, Kazakhstan came out like years ago, but still relatively new. Yeah, we've gotten a bunch of new stuff. Paraguay is relatively new. Same with Oman and Namibia. Those were within like the past year. That was a pretty decent guess. We were near the Abkhazia border here, in like the mountain region. All right. Okay, this is like rural. This looks like Turkey, honestly. I could see myself guessing Turkey on this, but obviously we have the Georgian car with this antenna. That seems to be Georgia specific thing. We got a big city to the east. Could it be Tbilisi? Okay, yeah, it was Tbilisi. So yeah, we were in like the hills of Tbilisi, or the mountains of Tbilisi. Very nice city here, along the river. All right. Moving on, we got the painted tree bottoms, kind of like Kyrgyzstan, which is still stuck in Gen 3, but Kyrgyzstan is like so iconic. That's gonna be kind of crazy, surreal when this gets Gen 4. You got like a bunch of metas. You even have the Kyrgyz mirror meta. So basically, the driver who covered North Kyrgyzstan was taller than the driver who covered South Kyrgyzstan. So you could see like that they adjusted the side view mirrors accordingly, and like more of the mirrors visible in the top than the bottom of the country, or north versus south of the country. Yeah, a lot of metas come from Gen 3 that are slowly being phased out because of Gen 4. I don't know where this is. We have mountains here. Maybe it's somewhere like close to the coast, maybe down here somewhere. Oh no, it was in the opposite side of the country, on the Azerbaijani border. We were like minutes from the Azerbaijani border. Wow. All right, mountains like that, I guess, on the other side of the country. This uses small cam here, not Trekker. Wow, this is very like dry. Looks like Turkey. I'll guess like central south down here, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense. South of Tbilisi. It's gonna be dry and flat. All right, pretty cool. 5800, not too bad for my first time ever playing Georgia. I'm gonna play one more round, see how I do. What do we got here? We got just a random sign, a lot of trees. Right there. Okay, wow, that was a pretty good guess. We were near Tbilisi. That was actually an insane guess. 12 kilometers away. If this is the world map, that would have been like 4,900 points. That was actually an insane guess. Oh, wow, we're in a forest here. So yeah, Georgia seems to have high density of coverage. That's a pretty good guess there. 70 kilometers. As I said, Georgia, high density of coverage. We can see the back of the car in this one. Yeah, this seems to be like an SUV or a van. So Georgia's gonna have a lot of car metas. Got a highway sign here. Tbilisi, Sokumi. a bunch of towns here. Yeah, very, very glad that Georgia's now in the game and we can see the country now. So we have Tbilisi and Sokumi. I want a green road. Are we ever like over here? We're on like definitely one of the E roads. Why not just guess there? Yeah, we were a little more west on the E60 here. Very, very nice there. Central Valley there, and then what else we got? We got another rural location. This looks like Greece. We got some nice mountains. Do I go east for this? Yeah, okay, Eastern Mountains. Starting to get the hang of it a bit. And then we got the truck with the brake light here. Back in like a little small town here, so it can be found outside of the city. What if this is the city? What if I just go like Tbilisi for this? Okay, yeah, it was the city of Tbilisi. Nice, nice. So I did pretty good that round. 13,000. That's almost twice as good as I did last round. Definitely starting to get a hang of it. Excited to play Georgia in future future videos, and maybe it'll pop up in duels and whatnot. But yeah, with all that being said, that's gonna have to wrap it up for today's video of GeoGuessr. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. As always, stay safe. And guys, it's been Austin, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.